In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through setting up a Google project so that you can use Google for sending uh, email through their SMTP servers. So the nice thing about this is that although it's not the most straightforward process, it does work with both paid Google Apps products as well as free Gmail accounts. I'm using my personal Gmail account here uh, to set this up, and there's no additional costs or fees associated with it. So we're going to go ahead and create a project. We'll click Continue. And it takes just a little bit, maybe 30 seconds, for Google to go ahead and create this new app for us. You can see it says enabling API. So we're going to go ahead and go to the credentials. And we have a couple of different options here. So it asks us which API we want. We do want the Gmail API, and we want to choose the web server option since this is going to be used on our website. And we're going to need user data. Now, we're only accessing our own user data, so this is totally, it's not like we're requesting information from anybody else, and we'll just leave that option selected. It says, what credentials do I need? We have this requirement to set up an OAuth consent screen. Now, this is required for any Google app, so we're going to go ahead and set that up. And there's a couple of options here, but they're all really straightforward. So all we need to do is put an application name. So this can be really generic. We're just going to say this is for Ryan's website. The logo isn't required. The support email can just be personal email address. That's fine. And we don't need access to anything beyond email profile or the OpenID. The authorized domain is going to be the domain of your website. So I just have a testing site here. I'm going to put in this domain, and wants me to remove this here. That's also the they do want the protocol for the homepage link, and you are required to have a privacy policy, but again, where this is for personal use, we're just going to say privacy, and we're going to say that our link here is, so we'll go ahead and save this and create our credentials. What we want to create is an OAuth client ID. So we're going to create that. We want a web application, and we can leave this name generic, and it asks us for two different URLs. The first URL is just the URL of our website, so we can copy that here. And the second URL is the redirect URI, which is actually created for you right in the plugin settings. So we're just going to copy that, paste it over here, and click Create. Okay, so now you can see, now we have our client ID and we have our client secret. Both of those options are the two fields that we need to create this in the first place. So we're going to copy our client ID, and we're going to copy our client secret. And it's a good idea to save these in a safe place as well, just in case you do need them later. You can access them after the fact, but it's nice to be able to have them in a safe place that you control as well. So we'll go ahead and click OK and save our settings. And we're now ready to send email with WP-Mail SMTP. Now you can do an email test and try and send this to a specific recipient, and as long as you as long as that's working, then everything should be good to go. If you have questions, leave them in the comments and we'll be happy to help out. Thanks.